Welcome back to another workout with Nate and Ari. So we went over to the other side of the gym. It's a little dark, couldn't get a video, but we started out with some weight-assisted pull-ups just to get some blood pumping in our lats before we start doing our heavy compound movements. From that, we're going to move right here to a cable lat pull-down machine or wide grip pull-down. I don't have the bar on it yet. I thought there was a bar on this one, so I'll get a bar on it and we'll get started with it. What we're going to do, we're going to try to do a little bit heavier on this one today. Normally we do lighter and do more reps, but we're going to try to do a little bit heavier today. Only do 2 sets of a heavier weight and try to get 8 to 10. I'm just trying to shock the muscles today. So we've been doing kind of a similar workout over and over and over again. So today I want to incorporate some little surprise. So confuse your muscles and they will grow. That's what Arnold said. So I'm going to try it. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to get this machine set up and I'll explain it as I go.
On this exercise, guys, you want to make sure that you come down as close to your chest as you can. You want to lean back just a little bit, but not so much that when you're pulling down, you're rocking and pulling with your lower back. You kind of want to lock your lower back out so that it's not being used. That way you can force the squeeze of your lats at the bottom of this motion. And how wide you grip this is going to depend on your reach and how wide your arms are. So that's just going to depend. Trial and error, guys. Just try and see what feels comfortable. What you feel the most in your lats. That's the form you need to stick with.
All right, guys. Let's sit down. I'm out of breath already. So, moving to our next exercise, we're going to do a single arm lat pull down. We're going to do a lot of pull down exercises today. I'm trying to get some width up top. We'll finish out today with dumbbell rows again because I want to be able to get an adequate exercise without having to use a fuck ton of weight, because then it just risks injury, man. You snap a bicep, pull an elbow out of socket, something, you know. It's just not worth it. So I'd rather pre-exhaust a little bit on a major muscle group like our lats. So we're gonna do probably 4 sets on each arm, left and right. We'll do 10 to 12 each side. So or to failure, whichever comes first. You know, listen to your body. If failure comes first, then take failure. But I'm gonna get started, find a good weight here, and see. I could probably do 90 pounds. So we'll see. We'll see. Oh yeah. So I get in a habit, guys, of grabbing the bar in front. Oh, and we'll get a video from the front angle so you can see how you brace yourself. Oh, you want to let the lat stretch all the way out and then scrunch it at the bottom. Oh, that was good. Moving on to the next side. Whew. That'll get your heart rate up. Whew. Ooh. Okay guys, I'm going to explain the front here. So all these are going to have some kind of bar. Some of them have a handle protruding out. But what you want to make sure that you do is when you come down, you're wanting as neutral grip as possible. But you want to brace yourself, because if you don't, if you allow your body to twist, you're going to start getting into your lower back. You'll start getting into your traps. And then your body will start even favoring your bicep.
for this exercise and you're wanting to draw at that elbow, pull straight down at the elbow, and that's what pulls that lat. Remember, guys, never sacrifice form for weight. The numbers make you feel good. Sure, I post PRs and max videos, but that's not our goal here, guys. That's not our intent. Our goal is to get the most hypertrophy, the best exercise we can, and minimize the risk of injury. Because then that just sets us back, months, depending on the injury. And most injuries that you get in the gym are pretty fucking serious. Surgery or like bed rest for a while. So, all right, I'm gonna do my right side and then move on. We're gonna do, we got one more set of these. We'll do 3 sets of these. All right, guys, gals, those that are interested, if you're still even watching, you're probably not, but if you are, please take this time, go down to the bottom, give me a thumbs up, like and subscribe to this video. It really helps the channel. It motivates me to make more videos, so the more likes, the more subscriptions, I guess, sorry, the words and grammar. I'm a meathead, grammar's not my strong suit. But anyways, guys, please support the channel. It helps out a bunch. But we're going to move on to our next exercise, and we're going to do, this is a T-bar row machine. But I'm going to start out with, I don't know if you can see in the camera right now, but we'll move it when I start the set. There's a narrow grip or a neutral grip. And what we're going to do is we're going to try to focus on this bottom part of our lats so we can squeeze up to that bottom part of our lats. Because when you do it out wide, that's generally going to target your upper to mid back and get a lot of rear delt in there. So what we're trying to do is I'm trying to get the width in my back. So I really need to work on my back width for the stage. So I'm trying to throw some extra emphasis on some width, some rowing motions. So I'm going to get started on this. We're going to do 3 sets. The first 2 we're trying to get 10 to 12, but if we can't, failure is good. Remember, guys, listen to your body.
Alright guys, this exercise is similar to the wide grip pull down on the pinned machine we just used. This is a plated lat pull down. It just allows a little bit wider of a grip and more of a contraction, and it's very isolated, so there's no swaying or stabilizing. You know, the motion is very up and down, and it only follows in the track that it has. So it's very good to get isolation, and if you want to do a little bit of heavier weight, you don't have to worry about the weight moving around too much on you. So sorry that the recording and the video didn't work, guys. I'm recording my audio separate on my iPhone, and sometimes it just doesn't work because iPhones fucking suck.
All right, guys. Well, oh yeah, I forgot to fucking explain it. So, it's just similar exercise we've done in other videos. So we're gonna do a different plated lat pull down. This one has a reverse grip, so it'll be palms facing up. It allows for a little bit more stretch in this area right here. So again, trying to get as much width as I can before competition season. So they'll be bulking until probably mid in January, and I'll start cutting probably the beginning of February. So that'll be a whole series in itself, but we're gonna do, let's do 12 to 15, 3 sets. Make sure you let it stretch all the way out, guys. And you're not wanting to pull with your bicep. If you're pulling with your bicep, then you need to lower the weight a little bit. That feels pretty good. Lower this side. And I like to brace myself on this one too, guys, so that I'm not twisting. Oh yeah. All right, guys. Well, we're moving on to a dumbbell row. So we're gonna do something different today. We're gonna start heavy, and we're gonna do 4 sets. Each set we're gonna drop. So we're gonna do probably maybe a 10, 20-pound drop. However my body feels, it's just gonna depend. So I'm gonna start with probably, we'll probably do hundreds. Probably start with hundreds, and then move maybe to let's say 85s, then 75s, and then 65s. So if we can increase the reps as we decrease the weight, that's what I am aiming for. I want to increase the reps, but if the weight and the reps is failure, then that is also good, because that means we're growing fucking muscle. So I'm gonna shut up and get started here. There's a little constriction in space where I'm recording, so we're probably gonna have some off weird angles. So and I'm probably not gonna have this angle, so we'll I don't know, we'll see. Let's get started. All right, well, let's try this again, since I already recorded this, but iPhones suck dick. So, you hear me, Apple? You suck dick. I only have one because my wife has one. But anyways, we're gonna move on to our exercise. We're gonna do a dual pulley seated row. We're gonna use these ergonomic grips, and we're gonna allow for a natural row, right? So we're not gonna keep them close together. We're gonna allow our lats to squeeze and come as natural as we can, so that we can get as most contraction at the top of this motion as possible. I've already done one set a minute ago trying to explain this. So we're doing 3 sets, but I'm on my second one now. So my first one, I just worked to get the reps out, get as much I could in the working set, go to failure. I think I got to 12. So on my second and third sets, I'm still gonna go to 10 or 12, but I wanna do more of a rest pause. So we'll rest on the stretch, and we'll then we'll pause on the contraction. So trying to get as much blood in there before we jump to lat prayers, and then get our after workout meal. So I'm gonna get my second set started and get her done. All right, that's much lighter than last time. All right, guys, you're gonna make sure that you keep your back arched, chest poked out. Now let your lats open up and stretch, but don't allow your lower back. If you start doing like this, then you're being counterproductive. Sure, you're getting a workout, just not in the muscle you want. Oh. One more.
I'd like to add in here, just for the record, that Ari has headphones in when I'm speaking and explaining the exercise, so she's not actually listening to me. That's why she most of the time does her own thing and not what I'm talking about in the exercise. Hey, but happy wife, happy life.
All right, so our final exercise in this workout is going to be some lat prayers. We're just trying to get some blood finish pumped in there, burn them out to where they're exhausted. And then we'll spend a little time talking about the exercise and recapping. So I'm gonna get started at 75. Seems like a pretty good weight. So on this exercise, remember guys, we want our lats completely stretched out, okay? Our butt poking out. Yeah, I know it feels awkward for you fellers, but you're gonna poke your butt out, kind of arch your back a little bit. And when you come up, you wanna squeeze your lats. And as you go down, you wanna let your body almost pendulum so that you can open those lats up. Otherwise, if you don't do that, you're not gonna get a good stretch or contraction on the lats, and you're gonna start activating your triceps, which is not what we wanna do because arm day is not tomorrow, but the next day. Tomorrow, shoulders.
You see here, guys, at the bottom of this motion, my lats completely open up. That's exactly what you want in this exercise. They open up all the way and they're stretching. That way you know they're breaking down, and then when you contract, you're pushing the blood in there.
Well, that concludes today's exercise. So just to recap, I'm trying to work on my width, my upper back width. So we did a lot of wider pull downs today. Did a lot of isolations or single arm movements or single lat pulls. And again, for me, that's just, I get a better exercise that way. I can focus more on one lat at a time. The caveat to that is if you don't start on your weak side, then you're going to end up with a dominant side or a larger lat. And that's what you don't want to do. So key point to that is always start on your weaker side, which mine is my left. I try to always start on that if I can remember, but it's hard to do sometimes, guys. Again, just like all exercises, we want to maximize the stretch and the contraction. If you can't properly contract it and squeeze it, it's probably too much weight for you, especially if that's in your first or second set. The most important thing is to listen to your body, guys. Ari wasn't feeling the wide grip stuff today, so she did single arms intentionally so that her shoulders weren't hurt. So again, guys, pre-workout, some essential amino acids or some branch chain amino acids if that's all you can find at the local Walmart or something for an insular workout. But the best advice that I can give you guys is just to get in here and fucking do it, man. The more you do it, the better you feel, the more goals that you'll hit. I've hit 2 goals, 2 PRs this week. Go check them out on our short content. But that concludes today's workout. I'm not going to keep rambling and talk about it, guys. You guys can watch the video. YouTube has started timestamping these things, so it'll break it down by exercise now, which is pretty cool. I don't have to do that myself, so thanks, YouTube. But if you guys like what you see, if y'all are enjoying my content, please hit the thumbs up down in the bottom. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. That way you can get updates and notifications. Hit the little bell so you get alerts and notifications about when we post stuff. Because again, we post every single day. We post a short content. And once a week, we'll post a 20 to 30 minute long content going in depth to the workout. So again, please like and subscribe. Thank you guys for joining. See you guys next time.